I'm on the wheelchair, it's just like 5 to 10 minutes, my hand is like tired already now, and I need somebody to push for me, because I found that the ramp is not designed in such a way that it's OKU friendly. It's very difficult for the disabled people to like maneuver the wheelchair down the ramp. Some of the ramp, they have these obstacles along the way, and it's not smooth lah. The journey is not smooth. So I hope the council can do something about it, so that it becomes more OKU friendly. But this is a very good experience to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maniam. Good afternoon, participants of this awareness activity and walkabout. It has been very beneficial for all of us getting how it feels to go about places with hindrances and obstacles along the way. I think most of us have missed a point here. If it is hassle-free for the disabled group, it is definitely hassle-free for all of us. So if we can do what is being recommended under this study by UNDP and UPen, as Mr. Mitchell correctly observed during his visit here and the work done, he observed that there are many places being done up with a proper pedestrian walkway. I think Mr. Mitchell said about 3/4 of the inner city, and we should be proud of it. That over the years, the local council has taken this into their planning by providing pedestrian walkway. And as Mr. Mitchell also correctly observed, they are just minor modification and upgrading of certain stretches that need to be done, and it would be connected 3/4 of the inner city, the city center, and that leaves us with another quarter, which under the MPPP 21 pedestrian nodes. Yeah, it is already all on the drawing board, I think, to connect Georgetown by providing this pedestrian walkway. That is the infrastructure part. Of course, the enforcement and also the litter modification can also be greatly enhanced with enforcement, taking away hindrances and I mean, of course, with modification and a little bit of engineering work here and there, much improvement can be seen. And of course, that needs to be the icing on the cake is the awareness campaign. People must appreciate the environment. I believe that today's activities has made an impression on all of us, but there are still a lot of people out there who may not have this opportunity to have a feel for themselves, and we are happy to know that all the directors, pengarah of the MPPP are from their little comment just now, the commitment given to see to this, and maybe as politicians we focus on the awareness program together with UNDP and UPen. As you are nearing the end of your project, I think 2 years project, we look forward to your final report, and I'm sure Penang will be able to benefit from your report. Thank you.
We'll have a word from Ms. Anita from UNDP.
Thank you very much, Maniam. On behalf of UNDP, I'd like to thank especially Wai Pichau for coming for this awareness activity, and also every other participant from MPPP and ministries and media and everyone else, Rapid, and I apologize if I've forgotten anybody. I'm sure you know that this is the reason why we wanted everybody out here, because when we do our projects, we don't only believe in doing top-down, bottom-up, any way possible by involving every stakeholder so that everybody can not only see it with their eyes and not only read about it, but also feel it with their heart. Like for me personally, it's only when you yourself experience it or understand it will you have a stronger commitment. And when we talk about awareness, we're not only talking about what comes out in the papers. Of course, we very much appreciate the media being behind it, the activities that we've been doing. But I think it's a responsibility for each and every one of us to teach our children. I didn't learn anything about responsibilities towards the disabled through the papers. I learned it from my parents. And I think this is the thing that we tend to forget a lot of times, that it is our responsibility as a parent, as a sister, as a brother, as a member of society, to also talk to other people. When we see something wrong, why not just go up to them? It's not really in our culture, I understand, but we can always start a conversation with somebody and say like, next time maybe you shouldn't do this because, if you start talking like that, because then the change of culture will come. It is from our own awareness and how we participate with our community around us that we do that. I mean, we can talk about politicians, we can talk about institutions, which of course that must continue. The UN can talk for all it can to talk about shifting from charity-based to rights-based, which is the whole premise of our projects and the way we see things. But at the end of the day, as Malaysians, I may be with the UN, but I care about being a Malaysian. It's how my society, how my nieces, my nephews, my cousins change their attitudes, my friends, no matter what nationalities they are. Because to me, that's being the true Malaysian, that's where we go back to our sensitivities, our culture as Asians, as Malaysians. Because without that, then things won't change. But anyhow, I'm very happy to see everybody here. Yes, our project is to its end, but we hope to see, there's some things that are coming out beyond the project. One is, of course, the report, which we will, of course, provide to the state government, but also to federal, because federal also have to, it's partly funded by federal funds, and the reports will go to them because it involves budgets and plannings. But beyond that as well, we are engaging with USM and hoping to see, in the longer term, whether we can come up with a center of excellence, perhaps, and even hoping to establish an NGO that focuses on access, because somebody has got to follow up with the messaging. Awareness cannot be just on a monthly basis, or it has to go on for a long term for it to be effective. But somebody else has got to take that responsibility. So we are looking at different avenues of how to provide continuity beyond the project. And enjoy your lunch. And once again, thank you very much.